testing. Okay, right, we're we're live. Hello everybody. Thought I'd bring this more towards the channel now, and I'm because of the new format I'm going to be doing. It saves me adding it in my episodes when they do come out, of course. Welcome to what is match week 1 of 46. Thought I'd record this brief live now before 18 minutes time when the 2025-26 League One season gets underway with bookies' favourites, Luton Town, hosting bookies' favourites to go down, AFC Wimbledon, and we will go from there, really. The intro I'm going to do for the Argyle-Barnsley game, that's going to be a separate video. I'll still briefly talk about the game regardless anyways. But in the meantime, I thought I'd go through the 12 games from this week, because it all starts again tonight from match week 1, and then go from there, really. And yeah, let's bring it on then. We'll start with the game from tonight. If I briefly turn my computer around, there it is. Luton-Wimbledon, we will start with. Obviously, both lineups have been released, of course, because the game kicks off in literally 17 minutes. You can see the quality difference between the two. Like, Luton's got their new keeper, Josh Keeley, in goal. Milenic Ali starts up front. I don't like him. He's a former Exeter man. Naki Wells starts up front. Our former man, Nigel Longwijk, is playing for Luton tonight. Mads Anderson at the back. He returns to League One. Last time he was in League One, of course, was that Barnsley side under Michael Duff. Makoso, Walters, and then you got Naismith, Walsh, Saville, Jordan Clark. Jordan Clark is still at Luton, of course. And basically, yeah. That's going to be strong for Luton, I feel. Wimbledon, meanwhile, they've got playing Bishop, Seddon, Asimwe, I think that's how you pronounce it, Reeves, Hippolyte, Stevens, Smith, Kelly, Johnson, Lewis, and Agunders. If anyone hasn't watched my 2025-26 League One predictions yet, feel free to do so, by the way, because I have now released them. My table predictions from 24-1. Luton, bold call, I know. Luton, I have backed as my underachievers this year. I've got Luton to finish 7th in my predictions this season, while Wimbledon, meanwhile, I've got predicted to go straight back down in 23rd place. And even though I've got Luton to underpredict, even though I've got Luton to to be 7th this season, this is a game where, well, I hope Wimbledon gets something. It'd be absolutely incredible. Just from an Argyle's sake, it'll be absolutely incredible. But I expect nothing but a comfortable Luton win tonight. I've gone 4-0 Luton for tonight, with Naki Wells to score for Luton. Great signing by them, to be fair. I will give them their due on that one. But hopefully I'm wrong. It'd be absolutely bloody hilarious if Wimbledon got something tonight. Honestly, it'd just mean the world to the world of football for League One tonight. Well, unless you're a fan of a South West London club who will desperately want Wimbledon to lose. But the reason I've underpredicted Luton this season is because I do think they've lost an awful lot at the back. I think they'll badly miss Kaminsky. But like I said, if anyone hasn't watched my 25-26 league predictions for the season, I did say I think the battle between second and who I've got in 7th will be, which is Luton, will be really tight. Because I've got Bolton in 6th, I've got Reading in 5th, I've got us in 4th, I've got Blackpool in 3rd, and I've got Stockport in 2nd. I think the points gap between all those 6 clubs is going to be really tight this season. Really tight. Like, I think it could be any order. Even with the league leader, with the league winners I've got, with Huddersfield winning the league, I think the top 7 could honestly be in any order. I think it'll be that tight this season. I don't think League One is as strong this season as last season was, when you had the big spenders like Birmingham and Wrexham in the league. They've all obviously gone up to the Championship now. But no, for tonight though, I'm expecting 4-0 Luton tonight. I think it'll be as comfortable as you can get, even though I have got Luton 7th in my predictions. But look, I've got Wimbledon to go straight back down. They haven't impressed me much during the summer transfer window, and I just think they've been promoted too early. Hopefully I'm wrong, because it'd be hilarious if Wimbledon got something, just from an Argyle perspective, when I expect us to be up there. I've gone 4-0 Luton though, so I think that's as comfortable as you can get. Moving on to the next game, we've actually got the fixture where I've got my other underachievers for this season, the team that I think will flop big time this season in League One. I'll turn the camera around now. There it is. Cardiff. Cardiff will host Peterborough tomorrow at 12:30 at Ninian Park, the Cardiff City Stadium. I know I've got Cardiff to come 9th this season, so again, I think they'll do even worse than Luton. I'll be brutally honest. With the amount of owner saga that they've got going on at the moment. Not just that, Vincent Tan's run them to the core. They've still got the same deadwood as last season in the Championship. That's why I've got Cardiff to struggle this season. But they're playing Peterborough at home, and I've got Peterborough to go down this season. I think Peterborough's window and just recruitment has been honking as a whole. So I do think this will be as tough start for Posh as you can get going into opening day. So I do, despite my prediction for Cardiff this season, I do expect a comfortable Cardiff win on opening day. I've got 3-0 Cardiff. My goal scorer is Callum Robinson. I do think it will be a day out for Peterborough. They do still have Salic. That Watford fan is right there. I can't lie. I think he's a little overhyped. I know he ended the last season in the Championship really strongly. I get that. I just don't think he's all this or that. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I'm going to back Callum Robinson to score for Cardiff. I'm going 3-0 Cardiff. I know I've got Cardiff to underachieve this season. I really think they'll struggle with the fact that the fans, the owners don't care about the fans. The players don't look like they want to be there. But I still think they'll comfortably beat Peterborough, who I've got relegated this season. So I'm going to go 3-0 Cardiff. Moving on. With the 3 o'clock games, we go up to the northwest this time. We have got Blackpool taking on Stevenage. Blackpool taking on Stevenage. Jordan Houghton and Saxon Early, 2 former Argyle men, joined Stevenage this season, of course. Now, unlike Cardiff and Luton, I've actually got Blackpool to do really well this season. I've been really impressed with their transfers this season and the recruitment that Steve Bruce has brought in. Franco Ravazzoli, a brilliant signing. Michael Ikiwe from Sheffield Wednesday, a brilliant signing. People forget that Blackpool were only the 3rd highest goal scorers last season in League One, and now they've bolstered that defence up. They've tightened it. I think their back 3 is really strong this season in Fraser Horsfall, Michael Ikiwe and Oliver Casey. My only downside for Blackpool is that they have lost Sonny Carey to Charlton, but I do think Blackpool will go strong this season. My score prediction for this match, just double checking what I went with. Yeah. My only downside with Blackpool is that I do think they lack up front, similar to us and similar to Bolton, but we'll see what happens. Again, I think this will be a comfortable home win. I've gone 3-0 Blackpool. I've gone Albie Morgan to score from midfield. Love Stevenage to get something, though, because I really hope Stevenage do well this season with Jordan Houghton and Saxon Early there. I do hope they stay up. But I am expecting a comfortable win for Steve Bruce at home. And they are strong at home as well, Blackpool. I'm going a 3-0 win. Right, the next one. Now, I don't think this next one will be a home game. We have got Bradford versus Wycombe. This will be a tough game. This will be a tough game. Wycombe, I don't think Wycombe's in for a strong season this season, I can't lie. I really don't. I've got them 13th in my predictions. I don't rate Mike Dodds whatsoever. They've lost Joe Lowe. They're about to lose Richard Coney. And Bradford will be fired up at home for their first season back in League One since 2018-19. It'll be a hard place to go, Valley Parade. It'll be a hard place to go, Valley Parade. And I think Wycombe will find it a hard day tomorrow. All the way going up all the way to West Yorkshire. So in that case, then I am going to go with Anthony Sarcevic, another former Argyle man, to score for Bradford. I wouldn't be surprised if Bradford beat them on opening day. First game back in League One. Valley Parade fired up and all that. I wouldn't be surprised if Bradford beat them, I can't lie. But I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw between these two. Anthony Sarcevic to score for Bradford. And again, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I've got Bradford to stay up this season, to be fair. My only downside with Bradford is that they have lost Smallwood to Tranmere Rovers, who I thought was the Bantams' star player last season. But I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw between these two. So Wycombe to get a point on their first game travelling. Now we move on to a game in the West Midlands between Burton and Mansfield. I can't lie. Can I just say before this fixture, that is a dreadful new badge from Burton. I'm sorry to say. I don't know why they changed it. I'm not a fan of it at all, and I'm not a fan of their home kit either. I really am not. Well, I've got Burton to go down this season. I've got them bottom of the league. Mansfield, I've got to stay up. I've got Mansfield to finish 16th this season. I have been impressed with their transfers the last few days, with the smart signings that Nigel Clough has brought in. But I personally think this game is going to be as boring as you can get for a Midlands game at the Pirelli Stadium. Burton do like to draw at home as well. We know that because we don't stop drawing at the Pirelli Stadium, as we've shown the last few times we've been in League One, of course. I think it'll be as boring as you can get. 0-0 draw. I'm going to back McLaughlin to score for Mansfield, though, for the Stags. I wouldn't be surprised if Mansfield do scrape it, a 1-0 away win or something, or even Burton scrape it, a 1-0 away home win. But I mean, I think Mansfield will have the better season, but I don't think it'll be that straightforward for them tomorrow at Burton. I'm going to go a goalless 0-0 draw, as boring as you can get between those two. If I had to choose a goal scorer, McLaughlin for Mansfield. Moving on to the next game. We go up to South Yorkshire at the Keepmoat Stadium. Come on, Donny. Come on, Donny. Batter them, hammer them, smash them. Trust the process. And you know what? I'm going to back Donny as well for their first game back in League One since 2021-22. I don't care how biased I sound. I think it's going to be a hard day for the Scummers tomorrow. I've gone 2-0 Doncaster, and my goal scorer is going to be the man who has basically helped Donny get promoted to League One in the first place in Luke Molyneux. If Luke Molyneux can step it up this season from League 2 to League 1, I don't see why not Donny can win this game, first of all. Second of all, I've got Donny to stay up anyways. I've got them comfortable mid-table in 14th. I know I've got Exeter to stay up as well, sadly. I think Coldwell is quite underrated for them, I'll be brutally honest. But I do think they will lose at Donny on opening game. And Donny, I think, will be fired up being back in League One for the first time since the 21-22 season. I'm going to go 2-0 Doncaster with goal scorer Luke Molyneux. Come on, Donny. Please beat them. Trust the process. We move on to another game now in Yorkshire. It's Huddersfield versus Leyton Orient. Now, I'm going to be honest. I know Huddersfield are my favourites to win the league this season. I've got them to go up. I think they will win the league this season. But I'll tell you what, the last time Leyton Orient came to Huddersfield, they beat them. And I wouldn't rule them out of getting something tomorrow. Orient are a really underrated side. They're a really underrated side. I've got them 8th to come. I've got them to come 8th this season. I think this will be a hard game for Huddersfield at home. I have backed them to win, though. I do think they will win on opening day, Huddersfield, but I don't think it will be that easy for them. I think Orient's going to give them a hell of a game tomorrow. So I will go with Alfie May to score in a 3-2 win for the Terriers. like I said, I think Orient will give them a hell of a game tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised if they do get something, but I do think Huddersfield will edge it at home tomorrow. I'm going to go 3-2 Huddersfield. Next game, we have got Lincoln versus Reading. Reading travel to Sincil Bank for their opening away day. I've got Reading as my playoff winners this season. I think they are very underrated going into this season, underpredicted. I know they have just lost Harvey Nibbs to Charlton, but they have just brought in Paddy Lane from Pompey. But Lincoln are a really hard side to beat at Sincil Bank. We know this because we can never beat Lincoln at their place. And Lincoln are usually quite underrated at home as well. I think this will be a hard opening game for Reading, I can't lie. But I have backed Lincoln's former man, who's Reading's just signed for their defence, Paddy O'Connor, to score for Reading in what I think's going to be a 1-1 draw. 1-1, I'm going between Lincoln and Reading. Moving on. Oh, God, it's the big one. It's the big one. I won't say much about this, though, because I'm going to do a full intro preview on it anyways. Argyle-Barnsley. Here we go. Here we go. Not going to say hugely much on this, only because, like I said, I'm going to do more of this in my intro for tomorrow's actual game, of course. All I know going into this, after watching the press conferences, Connor Hazard is out for tomorrow, and that is a bit of a blow for us. Julio Pleguezuelo, I've been told, is going to be out for tomorrow as well. As far as I'm concerned, the rumours are he will be out. And also, Argyle come into this, cleverly has confirmed that there won't be the new striker that we're going to sign ready for this game. Last time we played Barnsley, though, at home on opening day, we did beat them. It was a Finazaz masterclass. We haven't got Connor Hazard, though, tomorrow, so I do expect Barnsley to score, but I do expect us to be strong at home. I do think it'll be a hell of a game. I'm going to go Argyle 4, Barnsley 2, and I am backing David McGoldrick to score, though, I'll be brutally honest, because he loves a goal against us. I don't know who to back for us to score tomorrow, but we have to win tomorrow. No excuses. We're at home, for God's sake. You have to win the home games if we want to be back in the Championship, for crying out loud. I'm going 4-2 Argyle. I do think Barnsley will give us a game, though. I think they'll score. I think they'll give us a game more than I think they will. But I'm going to go 4-2 to our slot. Come on, you Greens. Next game. Rotherham Port Vale. Rotherham's at home. I've got Rotherham to go down this season. I've got Port Vale to do brilliantly this season. And I think this will be a good game for Vale tomorrow. This will be my away win for the weekend. I'm going to go 3-1 Port Vale. And my goal scorer, George Byers, former Sheffield Wednesday man. I really don't rate Rotherham going into this season, and I do think they'll struggle tomorrow. If there's any away game I'm going to back tomorrow for an away win, it's this game. I'm going to go 3-1 Vale. 3-1 Vale, George Byers to score. Not far from doing the rest. We two more to go. Two more to go. We've got Wigan versus Northampton. Wigan versus Northampton. Ryan Lowe taking charge for his first full season at the club against the Northampton side, who's one of the favourites to go down. I've got Northampton to scraping survival in 20th. I've got Wigan to come mid-table in 12th. I think this will be quite a dull game, I'll be brutally honest. But I think Wigan will edge Northampton 1-0. And I'm going to back Callum Wright to score. I'm sorry, that is biased, I know. But still, I'll go with it. Wigan to scrape it and go 1-0. And now that leaves us with Sunday before I end this stream and watch the Luton game. Because it has just kicked off, of course. This is, for me, the biggest game of the weekend. Stockport's taking on Bolton on Sunday for a 12 o'clock kickoff. I've got Stockport to go up this season. I think the team Dave Challoner is building is absolutely outstanding. I really think they'll be strong this season, Stockport. Bolton, I've got to get top 6 no matter what, though. I have been impressed with some of the signings that Shuey has made for them, such as Xavi Simons and Ethan Erhahon. But This, I think, could be shades of last season for Bolton at Stockport. Not the scoreline, though, because there's no way I see Stockport battering Bolton this time. I think this will be a different Bolton coming into Sunday, and I think they'll be much more up for it. But I think Stockport will be strong at home this season. I'm going to back Stockport to win 2-1 and edge it and get a last-minute winner. And I'm going to back Malik Motherseal to score for Stockport going into that game on Sunday. So, yeah, that wraps it up then, guys. I'm also going to go with it, by the way, because I wouldn't be shocked if we lose at Bolton next week. And I know we've got a good record at Bolton, but I only say that because I just feel like they're going to be right up for it at home with Shuey as manager for his first full season and their first home game being against Shuey's former club. But we'll see. But I'm going to go 2-1 Stockport for that game on Sunday. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. My quick live there. I'm going to try and do this weekly, obviously, if I can, for League One and the Championship. I'll try and do some for the Premier League if I can, but we will see. I'll talk more about Argyle-Barnsley in my preview/intro, of course. But that is my score predictions for this weekend. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one, in the next live. Up the Janners, up the Argyle, up the Greens, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army! We will see you all for the game between Argyle and Barnsley. The season is back, baby. Come on, you Greens. Have a good one, guys. Take care and see ya.